the first thing, that when I came into office, we had a very difficult situation. Our economy was in a very serious place. We'd come out of COVID. We had the biggest debt ticket in our region. We had $2 billion to pay. Our inflation was at 9%, 9.6%. Our dollar exchange rate was at 162, 165. Our dollar reserves at the central bank were at a minimum of $5.7 billion, only 2.5 months cover of imports. We had a serious situation. In fact, my friend here, Jalango, the member of parliament for this region, will tell you, before the handover, my predecessor met the Azimio team here in Masai Lodge. And my predecessor told them, in 3 months' time, our country is going to default in our foreign obligations because we were among the 6 countries in Africa that were estimated that they will default on their international financial obligations. But I stand here today, here before you, to tell you Kenya did not default. Our inflation has come down from 9.6 to 4.5%. Our exchange rate has come down from 165 to 129 shillings to the dollar. Our foreign exchange reserves have increased from $5.7 billion, now it is $11.8 billion. The IMF released a report 2.5 months ago, and said Kenya had overtaken Ethiopia, had overtaken Angola. We are now the 6th largest economy in Africa.
2 weeks ago, we read for yourselves, Standard & Poor's.
Credit rating agencies elevated Kenya's credit rating to a new rating, from B- to B. It takes the hand of God for things to change that much in just 3 years. And therefore, I am very clear in my mind that God is in Kenya's equation. Let me give you another 2 examples so that you just confirm if that is to be the case. Many of your institutions run universities and schools. In 2023, we had a very big debate as a nation as to whether CBC works. We had a serious teacher shortage of close to 120,000 teachers shortage. Most of our universities were struggling. In fact, I was telling the earlier team who came to meet me that 23 universities in Kenya, public universities, had been declared insolvent. Again, I can stand here today and report to you that we have straightened CBC. We have hired, by January, we will have hired 100,000 teachers. We have sorted out the challenges we had in our university education. We now have a student-centered financing model, and our education is again looking up. Again, it takes the hand of God to get things right. You all remember in 2022, there were people in the streets, sufurias on their heads, because unga was 240, 250 per 2 kilogram bag, right? Did you see them? Do you see them anymore? Do you know what happened? We'd come out of a very serious drought. In fact, the most severe drought in 40 years. We were in difficulties. And some good men of God suggested that we must pray for rain in Kenya. Remember? We went to Nyayo Stadium and prayed, lifted up our voices. And you know what many people said? Look at these ones. You know? They are going to pray for rain in Nyayo Stadium. Look at what God has done. We've had 3 years consistent of rain. Today in the morning, my mother came to see me from the village. And when I was talking to her, she said, do you remember she had planted some sugarcane? Oh, the sugarcane now is inside the water. The whole place. It's been raining. That was my mother this morning. Look at what God can do. Our maize production has gone up from around 40 million bags a year in 2022. Last year it was 64 million. This year we are expecting 75 million bags of maize. For those of you who are coffee farmers, you know our coffee prices have gone up from 60 shillings a kilo to now 120, 130 shillings a kilo, right? And so is our tea. And so is our sugar. We've been importing sugar as a country for the last 40 years. But we've carried out reforms in that sector. We've licensed 4 new sugar mills. We have moved production in the last 2 years from 500,000 metric tons. Last year we were at 815,000 metric tons. By next year, God willing, we'll get to 1 million. And in 3 to 4 years, Kenya will be a net exporter of sugar. And so I have every reason to be proud of the God I believe in. Let me give you one more example. You know, we have been discussing the subject of housing as a country for the last, I don't know how many years. Housing was in the